Hello, Pile One. Welcome to your reading love. All right, so let's get started. I'm a little hoarse or ronca, like when you have a raspy throat, because I'm sick right now. Okay, so let's just get started. All right, so we're gonna be answering the question: what do strangers think of Pile One when they get stared at in public? Like when strangers stare at them in public, what do strangers be thinking? Like some just want to get you in bed, okay? Like I'm just getting it. Like someone, I don't know, like they kind of want to know what underwear you're wearing or some shit because I heard that they want to pull down your pants, like kinky shit, okay? Like kinky shit, but also like I think they just want to know like what kind of lingerie, what kind of boxers, panties you're wearing. You know what I mean? Like they want to know like, do you like red? Are you into pinks? Are you into greens? Or are you okay as a man to like wear pink underwear? Like they want to know everything. Okay, like this is. I feel like if you get people walking up to you randomly like, how do you like your eggs in the morning? Like stuff like that, because they want one night stands with you. um people think you're a sweetheart though. Like they think you're a very sweetheart. Like so many people drew over your eyes is what I'm getting. Like, I'm just getting like you have these very, some of you guys have um I don't know, I'm hearing deep set eyes and then deep brown eyes. You don't have to have brown eyes, but like I'm just getting like a dark colored eye color. Some of you guys could have green, hazel. Some of your eyes, like your colored, depending on the color of your eyes, like it doesn't matter, is what I'm trying to say. Um, you just bewitch people. Like it doesn't matter how light, how dark they are. But I feel like most of you guys, even if you do have like blue eyes or like gray eyes, like it could be any color, and they're just dark. There's something to it, but they end up looking very, some I heard sultry, but for some of you guys, you have a very innocent vibe at the same time. Um, it's almost like people can see the world in your eyes. And by that, like, you know how some people they'll look into people's eyes and they'll like see a reflection of themselves. Other people um will like be like, oh my god, I can see myself in your eyes, like you have such pretty dark brown eyes, or like you have dark eyes, or yada yada, you know what I mean? And I feel like you have that same effect regardless of your eye color. Maybe people can see themselves in there and they kind of feel spooked. You can kind of come off mysterious, but then at the same time there's this very gentle vibe to you. When people look into your eyes, they're not spooked. They're kind of just like, whoa, like you're looking right at me. I'm seeing myself in you. But then also, you may not even have any reflection in, like, obviously, you have reflection in your eyes. But what I mean is, it's almost like, I don't know, it's just giving a sense of people can see the things you've been through. People can see like the people you've met. Like, I can't explain it. You carry so much in your eyes, is what I'm getting. Like, it's just very beautiful. Like, I don't know if you grew up very connected with your grandparents, your ancestors, or someone like you looked up to someone, but there's like definitely some wisdom that was, um passed down to you or something, and like it's very written in your eyes. Okay, like that's what I'm picking up on. That's what I'm trying to say. It was very hard to put into words, but hopefully that makes sense. And let's see what else strangers be thinking about you in public. People know that you have good morals and ethics and all that, is what I'm getting as well. Page of Wands, the Fool, Four of Wands, I mean. I don't know why I thought of the Fool right now. Your dreams need a practical plan. Work through your fears. All right, so what I'm getting is people sense you're down to earth, but you're also very ambitious. There's just like this very fairy-like energy to you. You're childlike, where you're just kind of like, oh my god. You know why I was thinking of the full energy now? Because I feel like that's your energy. Like if you were a like a card in a tarot deck, you'd be the fool, because there's just something about you that's just like, I'm gonna take a leap and I don't care. Like I'm gonna just do it. I'm gonna go out, or at least that's the assumption people get off of you just by looking at you. There's like some daredevil spark to you. Like it's either your grin or the way your eyes shine at some certain lights. Like yes, you come off innocent at first, but then there's like a sparkle in your eyes. Like if like people look at you long enough, they're just strangers, but they'll like, let's say you're at the gym or you're somewhere, like people see the little spark in your eyes that, this wisdom you carry. Like you either have like a loud voice or something, or I can't explain it, but just your mannerisms when you're out and about, people are like, damn, like there's definitely like some magic going on in their life. Like they make things happen. Like that's the impression people get, okay? Regardless if you actually do that or not, this is what people think about you when you're out and about. And I'm also getting like, some people think you're a marriage material. Like you just seem very focused on yourself. You seem like the type to be very committed, want a monogamous relationship or something like that. um I feel like some people do have like bad assumptions about you, or I don't know if I heard like pre assumptions, like I don't know, but like the, some people tend to have bad assumptions about you though. Like um they may look at you or judge you before they actually get to say hi to you or something. um Maybe you even had like people judge you in interviews, is what I'm getting as well. Like if you've ever been interviewed and you're kind of like, oh, I think that person didn't like me, I'm probably not gonna get the job. And then they like, maybe they do hire you, but then that one coworker that, you know, was around the day you went to your interview or something. Like I'm just getting like they could hate you or something. Or you just have lots of drama with certain people just because they want to hold on to the first assumptions they had of you. Like, oh, this person must be like this or that, or like this person, you know, is I'm just hearing like a whore, okay? Like I'm hearing it like people have very bad assumptions. Like they think you probably sleep around with lots of people. A whore could be anyone, okay? Like guy, woman, anyone. Like you know, um to anybody watching this, like people think you're a whore. Like you are out and about and just sleeping with anybody. Like not that you are. I mean, people think that, okay? And yeah, like, and even if you do sleep without people, I feel like you use protection. You're just having fun. You're living your life. There's nothing wrong with that, right? As long as you know you have to protect yourself and you're good. Always be safe, okay? But like what I'm trying to say is people have those assumptions and then like they try to bring you down or something about like they want to clown you because they think you look innocent, and then they can't get away with certain things because they realize, oh, I had assumptions about them that they were just gonna be, you know, shy or very soft and down to earth. But like I said, there's this sparkle either in your grin or in your eyes that just gives off like, oh, I'm a little daredevil and I will fuck your shit up once people actually see you for long enough. Like it could be a coworker that hated you, probably didn't approach you. What, by the way, this is an example. Like it could be a coworker. They just see you and they're just like, ugh, I never liked them. The day they came in for the interview, I never liked them, never will like them. They'll look at you for a while, then they actually get to know you and they'll be like, oh my God, why did I judge them so bad? Like you are a sweetheart when people get to know you. You know, some people get told like they have a resting bitch face and then they're kind of like, I thought you were gonna be a bitch and now we're friends. You don't have that vibe, but you have more of, I wanted to hate you so bad just because I didn't like your sparkle, I didn't like your light, I didn't like how good you looked as a person, so I wanted to hate you. But goddamn, like you actually, you know, you're too good of a friend. Like it's, I wouldn't want to make an enemy out of you because it just wouldn't be worth it, you know? Like you wouldn't even give me your attention or anything if I were your enemy. It's best just to be your friend and, you know, just love you because you deserve love. I feel like that's how people start seeing you after they've really gotten to know you. But in the beginning, it's totally different where they're kind of like, I'm going to fucking make you a victim and I'm going to be a complete bully to you. Like they think they can bully you, but they can't bully you. I feel like you're very protected from spirit. Like I said, you have this spark in your eyes, so people know that they can't mess with you as well. Because like I said, there's this wisdom you carry in your eyes, like just in general. I don't know if you gotten told that maybe you look older than you really are at times, or you might have gotten things like, oh my God, you're so mature or something like that. Growing up, there's just something about you that gives off a very old soul kind of vibe, and people can see it right away when they meet you. They're kind of like, yeah, this person probably believes in past lives, or if they don't, they're very spiritual, or if they're not spiritual, you know, like, you know, they've been through shit in life, and you know, you can see in their eyes that they're very wise. You carry lots of empathy in your eyes, lots of love, and just good energy. People can see it. There's this serenity to your eyes, this calm, this beautiful, people can see your beautiful nature. It's almost like if they're seeing your soul, but then at the same time, like they're seeing the world. It's like you make space for everyone. Okay, like your soul is very inviting. Is that's the impression people get? Mainly you get lots of good people, who really just look at you and they're like, damn, that's a beautiful soul. And then there's other people who are just nasty and just want to bring down other people. So there's mainly good people, that's what I'm getting. So that's good. But that's what people think about you in public, where they're just kind of like, yeah, that's an old soul, a cutie. And then some of you guys may have a really big bum, because I heard cutie with the booty. So yeah. Some people think, I don't know if some of you guys are foreign, or if yeah, like you're just bilingual, and maybe you struggle with your languages or something, or I don't know, but like people really think it's cute and clumsy, or like I feel like some people even get angry at you because it's just like, I don't know if you stutter a lot or if you get really nervous. I feel like they get mad at you, but then internally they're kind of like, but they're a genius, so like they know 2 languages. So you humble people, like, you know, those very impatient people who just have no patience. I feel like you humble those people. Like they kind of like get a reality check of like, damn, but they actually know 2 languages and I don't, or like, damn, they actually manage pretty well. And I still have like a funny accent in this language, or like people get a reality check when you're around them. So there's something about your energy that's very, how do I put it? It like wakes them up in a sense. I guess I could put it the best way to put it. So yeah, that's the first impressions he will get off of you, what they be thinking. It's just like bad things, like I said in the beginning, but most of the times it's really good. But it's almost like they think, I don't know, like you're a catalyst of good energy. I don't know if I could say that, but yeah, like you spark change in people. Like you really get them thinking like, oh my god, I'm the problem. Like I feel like you get people who had you know, exes tell them like, you're the problem, like I'm gonna leave you, and then like they'll probably be like, no, I'm not the problem, you're the problem. They meet you, they just look at you and they're kind of like, oh my god, like that person is so healthy, and then look at me, like I am so toxic with people. That's what I meant to say. Like there's just something about you that just being around you ends up making people go into deep thought, which is very funny. I like your energy. Trying not to cough right now, but I feel like I'm gonna end the reading here because that's all I got. Other than that, I'm just picking up that people would think you're really funny, and that you're really inviting, and you know how to be what's that word, hospital, I don't know. Hospital, hospitable. You know, very nice and comforting. Like I don't know why I'm trying to be all like like with wordy. But yeah, people think that you would comfort them, okay? Like you would be a good friend, a reliable person, responsible, and like I said, ambitious, hardworking. So those are the things people think about you when they stare at you. I feel like you get people staring at you for a very long time because you make people curious though. So now I'm really gonna end it. That was it. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, comment, or subscribe. It would really help my channel a lot. And I hope you have a lovely day, night, or afternoon. Bye bye, love. Hello, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading, love. Let's get quickly started. What do people think of Pile 2 when they, you know, when they stare at them in public? What do they be thinking about Pile 2? And they be staring in public. Okay. Alright. I feel like some people think you're straight up a dork, okay? Like, not to be mean or anything, but like a dork. That's what I'm getting. Like, you're nerdy or something. Because, like, I feel like people look at you and they're kind of like, oh my god, does that person need help? Or like, they think you're very clumsy. It's because I heard in my head, like, oh my god, is that like, people want to tie your shoes, that kind of energy. Like, do you need help, darling? Like, I can't explain it. But yeah, it's just very like, even if you don't need help and you look very independent, to some people, like, there's just a sense of like wanting to help you. Maybe you try to take on too much as well. Like, you don't like asking for help. It could be something like that. And then they end up seeing you almost looking like you're gonna get hurt or something. People just, I don't know, they worry about you, okay? Like, I'm getting that sense when they stare at you in public. They're kind of like, oh my god, like what's wrong with them? Why aren't they asking for help? Like, they could easily ask for help and they would, you know, get help. I feel like people see you as stubborn or something like that as well, because it's just kind of like they almost feel like you make a big problem out of nothing at times, like because you don't ask for help for certain things. And the people are like, why aren't they asking for help? Like, why are they choosing to struggle? And they find it funny, like they find it very endearing, that you are just like, I'm gonna, you know, do it all on my own and just not ask for help. um so yeah. Then I'm also getting like, okay, so hold on. Seven of Wheels and the King of Swords. Some people feel like you have a lack mentality when they look at you. It's kind of like, I don't know if you have the mentality of this is just what they think, okay? But like, I'm just getting that they think that you may have the mentality of, oh, you know, the best things are worth waiting for, those kind of things. For certain things, yes, because you know, if we didn't wait for plants to grow and we were to just like stomp on the freaking seeds every day, we wouldn't see them sprout, you know. Certain things are worth waiting for, but then like there's certain things that are not worth waiting for, where you just have to take a chance, and you have to like put yourself in certain situations and have the confidence. I'm currently learning that, and that sucks, but because I just don't want to like getting out of my box, but out of my comfort zone, what I meant. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is that's the assumption people have of you, where they're just kind of like, this person definitely doesn't like, you know, getting out of their comfort zone, or this person, you know, has a lack mentality of the best things are worth waiting for. And yeah, like I'm just getting a sense that they kind of like, no, like this person could be so much more successful if they, you know, put themselves out there. Like they're so amazing, like why don't they put themselves out there? That's the assumption people get. Like, you do not believe in yourself enough, and people can see that. Like they're kind of like, they look so amazing, like they look like a model, they be walking out and about, and they don't know that, you know, they have so much potential, like they could crush anybody in the workplace just with their beauty. Because you know, every day people become more and more superficial in this generation, is what I'm getting. Like if you're very hot, people don't care the nasty shit you do. Like I've seen people who, you know, are on TikTok, like there were so many things like where people were posting like, oh, let this person go out of jail, like just because they were hot. Like there's so many videos like that, right? Like talking about how people were hot, and then like people on TikTok were like, oh, like let this person free, like they're so attractive, like they should just be free, when they did like horrible things like murder and yada yada. So that's what I'm getting at. Like people think that you would, like, you could do the horriblest things ever, but people, I don't know, they have like a bad assumption of you, of kind of like, not a bad assumption, because I don't think they have nasty assumptions about you. They think you're a sweetheart, like you wouldn't abuse power. But I'm also getting the sense of you have enough power to do that, and people would just fucking blink and be like, I didn't see anything, like I didn't see anything, just because you're really attractive, you know. And what I'm getting is they're kind of like, how can they not see the potential and the power they hold? Like they could, you know, bring destruction or like bring really good change. So like people are really curious, like why aren't you, you know, putting yourself out there? Why aren't you tapping into your potential? Like that's the question that you know, ruminates in people's minds when they see you. And I feel like even when they think of you as well. Because I feel like you get people thinking, random strangers, they look at you in public and they're kind of like, oh, that little sweetheart, I hope they're doing good. Um, so yeah, I'm just getting that. And specifically, like if, you know, if you work at, you know, fast food restaurant, or it's just somewhere, like I'm getting like maybe some of you guys work in the mall, like there's so many customers that come by, or like maybe regulars, they don't know you too personally. Obviously they're not going to tell you the most inner thoughts that they're thinking about you. So I am getting that you make people think later throughout the day, like, oh, I wonder if that little sweetheart is doing okay, you know. So yeah, that's the energy I'm getting of what people be thinking about you when they stare at you. People feel like if other people made you feel like you were too much to handle, and like you could see your trauma, okay, like it's very much written on you. I know that sounds horrible to, maybe it sounds horrible to you, but it's just kind of like, I don't know, I feel like that's like people worrying, they want to take care of you, they want to treat you good, because they're kind of like, why am I gonna put this like sweet little angel through more misery? Like it's just not, it's not okay. I don't know if you've like lost parents or lost a parent, but people can really see that you had to pull yourself out of rubbish, and you had to really fend for yourself from a very young age. Maybe, you know, you were in foster care or something, in the foster care system. or just there's something that you can really see, and specifically with your mannerisms and stuff like that, like, or maybe you're like really protective of yourself. Maybe you advocate and like speak up about certain things. Maybe you tell your coworkers like, hey, do you need a flashlight? You know, it's late, like you could use my flashlight. There's just something about your energy that's very protective, and people know that you've probably been through lots of horrible experiences, and that's why you're very alert. Yeah, that's the correct word to use. You're very alert and like on your tippy toes, like at all times is what I'm getting. um on your tippy toes is a metaphor, by the way, so not literally. But you know, I don't know why I felt the need to clarify that. Okay, like I just did, but I did. Okay. um you and your loved ones are safe. See, like something about them wanting to keep you safe, because some see that you either don't have a parent figure, either because they passed away, or they're just, you know, they weren't a good parent. Maybe some of you guys have parents who were in prison all the time, and that's why you're in the foster care system, or something like that. Like they know your parents, you know, weren't there. You never had a parent figure, and now you're just fending for yourself. You like matured too early on. Like you can definitely see that you matured from a very young age when you weren't supposed to be fending for yourself and doing all this or that. Like you needed to have a childhood and you didn't, and now you have nothing but like adult things to do, and you're kind of like, well, I gotta do it, you know, like I gotta do it. You know, people look at my body and I'm an adult, I look like an adult, I gotta do it, I gotta, you know, take care of myself. um but then at the same time, I feel like some of you guys have a younger looking appearance, so people are like, this person looks so young. Like I don't, I didn't expect that, you know, they were a full grown adult that, so, you know, already pay bills or certain things like that. That's also another thing that I'm getting, and that's why people tend to worry a lot more as well. um Lots of things, like lots of people can see, but they also see like your hardworking, you know, energy, like how you don't give up, you're very persistent. I don't know if it's I was gonna say the, you know, grit, like I forgot what grit is. I don't know, I learned it in school, but like it's something like grit. I don't know why I'm thinking of grit. I'm gonna have to search that up later. Like I think you guys have grit though, something about that, like just in general you have that energy towards life. Okay, that's what I'm getting. I forgot what it stands for though. Okay, so I don't know. Then adjustments are required. A fiery climax approaches. Okay, so confidence, educated success. I feel like people know that you have two sides to you. Like there's this side to you, like yes, you're always alert, but then like I don't know. I feel like when you're not at work, or maybe when you're in a group of friends or somewhere where you feel like you can relax a little more, like, you know, you're gonna be safe around certain people. Um I feel like that's when people can see you as well. Like there's this like a second side to you where it's just like there's this beautiful innocence to you, you know, and people really like that. But then at the same time, it's very, you're passionate. I don't know if like you talk really loud when you're with your friends or something, but people can see the passion in your eyes when you speak, when you talk. Like you get very excited about things. um I feel like you're that quiet person that like someone approaches you and then you're kind of like, oh, okay, yeah. And then someone starts talking about what you like, and you're like, and you just don't know how to stop talking, and people are just like, damn, I didn't know that I had to talk about that to get them to talk, or like, you know, to be my friend, or to just have a nice convo with them. Because I feel like you get lots of admirers. They want to talk to you. They just don't know how to approach you. And also, if you know, you come off very secluded, or like you are minding your own business, like people just don't know how to approach people like that, because they don't know if they're going to be rude or if they're going to, you know, actually want interaction. Some people just want their peace, and other people look at them and they're kind of like, oh, well, I don't know how to handle this person, I best just not, you know, disturb them. And specifically if you're out and about, like sometimes just relaxing, like reading a book. Yeah, I feel like you get people who stare at you in libraries as well and want to talk to you, but then they're kind of like, no, I came here to research, I came here to read, I came here for peace, I shouldn't be bothering the other person. Something about that as well. Like people want to approach you in certain places that they can't, or that they shouldn't. It could also be that people want to, you know, flirt with you at your workplace or something. Just certain places where they cannot be doing certain things they want to do. Okay, because you just look like a very amazing person, a gentle soul, kind. You come off as responsible, funny, intelligent, and like you got a lot to say, but like you just keep it all in your own little world, and they're kind of like, I want to be part of their world. Um, so those are the thoughts people get of you. Like, yeah, like I feel like people just feel very happy if they get to like meet you, if they're like a customer or just someone who randomly, you know, bumps into you in the street. Like they're kind of like, oh my God, I met an angel today. Like just being in the energy made me so happy, or I felt so calm, or just something about like maybe if you like you smile when you're, you know, anxious or nervous, you smile at a person like, oh my God, I'm so sorry I bumped into you, and you smile. People see your smile and it just brightens up their day. Just certain things that you do, little things that you may not notice you're doing, they're brightening other people's day. They see it and they're kind of like, oh my God, today, like, you're that person that everyone talks about when they go home and they're kind of like, oh my God, today someone blessed me. Like, they did this or that for me. Or, like, you know, they had my back. Or, you know, they made me feel safe around them. Or I had a nice combo with so and so. Like, I feel like people vent to you as well, and maybe other people see you, you know, comforting other strangers, or like trying to be there for other people, or just people see you comforting random people, or you could also help homeless people. Something about helping, you do helping, and you help others. Is what I mean, and people just really see how good of a person you are, and they're kind of like, damn, like people think you're an earth angel, okay? Like you're like they see you as an earth angel, like damn, like this is definitely not a person from earth. Like well, earth, yes, but you know what I mean? Like they think you've fallen from heaven because of just how amazing you are. I really like your energy as well. And now that I feel more calm, and I'm getting into more of your calm energy when you feel calm, um I felt like I felt more passionate talking about you. Like I feel like you make people feel like they're under a love spell being around your energy, or I don't know. It's just it made me feel like if I was in love with you, like just talking about you very excitedly. Like you know, like when you have a crush on someone and then you talk to your friends. That's how I felt like when I was talking about you right now. Like I was talking about you to you, and it just felt like that. So yeah, you have definitely have lots of admirers when you're on about. Like people be thinking, oh my God, that's my new crush. So that's what people think about you when they stare at you in public. You instantly become their crush, and they just have a bunch of beautiful assumptions. um and people wish that they could, you know, take away any sorrow that you are carrying or that you had to carry in the past. They want to erase anything, any horrible memory. I'm just kidding, because you just give off like you the energy that they must protect you at all costs. Okay, so that's that. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, comment, or subscribe. I would really appreciate it, and I hope you have a lovely day, night, or afternoon. Bye bye, love. Hello, pile 3. Welcome to your reading, love. It's nice to have you here. Like I told pile 1, I forgot to tell pile 2, but I'm sick. I think pile 2 will obviously know that, and I hope they don't think my voice is this raspy all the time. But I'm sick, so sorry about that. But I need to record because I have like a goal of how many times I at least want to post weekly, and I haven't been doing that. So yeah. And I just like making people feel good. So welcome. Let's see what people think about you in public though. Like what do they be thinking about when they stare at you in public? What do people think about pile 3 when they stare at them in public? Some people feel like they want to cuff you up and like you got relationship problems, okay? Like I don't know if you are currently dating someone, or I don't know, but like people just feel like you have relationship problems. I don't know if you go to the gym a lot or something, but like you do certain habits that give off like I'm single and I'm hurt as fuck, I'm jaded, and like you better not fucking come up to me because I'm gonna go pow pow, you know? Like I'm gonna fucking hold it down on you and tell you fuck off. I ain't here for love. Like like I don't know, like you just look like if you're gonna, like if a spiritual person were to walk up to you, you'd be like, get away, like get away, or I'm gonna fucking spray you. Like people think you're mean as fuck, okay? Like people think you're mean as fuck. That is fucking funny. I would want to be your friend. Like I love your energy. It comes up as very mean. I don't think you're really mean though. It's just like just certain things you do, like people really think you're, you know, you're trying to get that money and you're just focused on yourself, like you're committed to yourself, and they think they're gonna fucking get hurt. Like if they ask you out or something, or if they try to make a move on you, they're kind of like, oh, like, yeah, the Page of Cups is here, and I feel like that's giving energy of having admirers, but also just people who want to, you know, get you in bed and really leave you pregnant. Okay, if this was the Ace of Cups, it'd give me more hints. It gave me more hints of like wanting to get you pregnant, but this is the Page of Cups, so it's kind of like they don't mind if they don't get you pregnant. At least they hit it once, they're happy. Like, I'm just getting that sense off the Page of Cups. Okay, and then or that vibe energy from there. And the Four of Swords is here, so it's like giving, like, yes, you are to yourself, like you're very, like, there's this chillax energy to you, but many people notice this, like, I don't know if it's your face, like, I don't know if you have a resting bitch face, okay, but like you just walk in a room and you're just like either walking really fast and then your face doesn't help, okay, like I didn't mean to be rude, but I'm just like saying, like, I don't know if like you probably are listening to music or something. I'm just getting gym vibes, okay? Like you give off gym vibes, like you at the gym or something and you're making a serious face. Or like, I don't know, like people suspect that you go to the gym because you're heartbroken, okay? Like if you're going to the gym, that's what people be thinking it's happening, okay? Like, I'm the messenger, okay? Do not shoot the messenger. I'm just, you know, delivering the message. But I'm just getting, people just think that you're gonna stomp on them, but like I feel like some people don't mind. They're kind of like, daddy, mommy, like it's okay, like stomp on me. Like I feel like unhealed people are like kind of like, fuck me over. Do what you will. But then there's other people who are kind of like, nah, I'm gonna fucking get hurt. Like I want something healthy. Like they see you focused on yourself but like not ready to be in a relationship or something. That's just a vibe you give off, okay? Like you've been hurt and you're just like, no, regardless if you actually are hurt or not, it's just your face, okay? Like you have a resting bitch face. I feel like I have a resting bitch face, so don't feel too bad. In my photos, sometimes people think I look nice, but then in person, like I'm just like very serious, or I don't know, like I don't feel like I have much energy when I speak. At times I feel like I have a monotone voice, but then I don't know what a monotone voice actually sounds like, so you know what I mean? Don't feel too bad. But that's what I'm getting. People, when they stare at you in public, you also give a very loud vibes as well, because I'm talking very loud, and yeah, like people are scared that you're just gonna, I don't know, there's something about you also speaking the truth, so like people know not to mess with you in public. Like they know like you're gonna say some shit, okay? Like if someone's disturbing your peace, you're just like, fuck it, you want to make loud noises and I'm not getting my peace, I'm not getting my fucking quiet time, well, guess what? I'm gonna fucking break your eardrum and yell back at you. There's just something about you that's just kind of like, you want to fuck around? Okay, I'm gonna be the winner. I'm gonna come up on top, okay? Like, you just give off like if you're a champion in the ring, okay? Like, you're not here to fucking mess around. You're here to make them bugs. Okay, then the Fool here, yeah, like, okay, yeah, this is getting a lot more serious now. I don't know if like when you talk on the phone you're really loud or something, but I don't know, some people have heard you like talk about like your family life or something. People, I feel like they don't, you don't have no filter, like you don't care who's around, you just be saying shit to vent, and you're just like, fuck it, whatever, like I'm never gonna see these people again, like fuck it, you know? And you just vent. I feel like you're that kind of person, and when people look at you, they're kind of like, oh my fucking god, like that's really happening in their life. Like people get concerned and they wonder if you're actually seeing a therapist or not, okay? Like that's just the vibe I'm getting. Hopefully this reading isn't fucked up and you don't feel bad, because there's nothing wrong, okay, with you. I just feel like you're just expressive, okay? You're just expressive and there's nothing wrong with you. I want to really, really, you know, tell you that, because there's nothing wrong. You're just a very loud and energetic person. But I'm also getting that there's like a softness to you, but I'm also getting it's very rare to see that softness. Like when you're out and about in public and people stare at you, they mainly see this like very loud, very like, oh my god, if I approach them, they're definitely gonna fuck me up, right? And then there's times when, I don't know, like maybe when you're just, maybe you go out for walks when you want to think clearly or something, or there's days when you dress up softer, like there's something you do. I don't know if it's like when you're out and about doing hobbies or something, they see there's a softness to you, and they're kind of like, oh, they're just energetic. So the last time I saw them, at their workplace, it could have just been that they were stressed as fuck. So they're not actually a mean person. Like they'll start seeing that they, judge you. But then there's other people who still hold on to the assumptions like, oh no, like this person, is gonna fuck me over. So yeah, like there's two assumptions about you. You just come off as very intimidating though, okay? Very intimidating. People know not to mess with you, okay? That's the energy I'm getting. And then let's get into it a little bit more. I feel like people want to compliment you. Like there's something you do, either like you do good makeup or like just in general you take care of your face or something. Like doesn't have to be makeup. You could be a male who's into skincare, and skincare for men, like most people be like, men don't need skincare, men shouldn't be doing blah, blah, blah. Fuck it, okay? Like you may be into doing skincare and whatnot, and like people really look at you and they're kind of like, damn, they really take care of themselves. There's certain compliments they want to give you. Like people want to give you about how good your skin looks or how good your makeup looks or how good you just like present yourself, but then they're kind of like, oh, I'm a little scared. They probably get compliments on a daily, but they don't realize that you probably don't get as much compliments because lots of people are also intimidated, so they should compliment you more often. That's just what I'm getting, okay? Like I don't know, but yeah, like you probably do get lots of compliments from very, very confident people who can sense your energy, that you're a sweetheart, but most of the people are scared to approach you and compliment you. Like there's just lots of people who think highly of you, and then they're just kind of like, oh, but I'm a nobody. Or, oh, they look like they're focused on themselves and they might think I'm flirting, and then, what if they get angry? Something about that, like, I don't know. It could also be not that you look sensitive, but like, there's just something that, I don't know, people feel like you're gonna get easily triggered with everything they say, or it looks like, how some people, when they give other people compliments out and about, and then they'll be like, oh, I have a man, or I have a girlfriend, like I'm married her. And it's just like, take a compliment though. Like just take the compliment. Like if it wasn't like overly sexual or overly flirtatious, if someone tells you, oh, you look good today, or good job doing this or that today, take a compliment. Like you don't have to like constantly be telling people that you're taken. Once they start being like, oh, are you single? Yeah, I'm taken, but some people don't know how to take compliments, is what I get. And then like what makes it worse is in certain situations like that, some people are actually being overly flirtatious or like bad, and then they'll be like, I wasn't even flirting. That is the only time I fucking get annoyed, because it's just like, ugh, like why do that to someone? But I feel like you get those people who are things that's gonna happen with you, where you're gonna be like, oh, I gave them a compliment and now, they're being extra mean to me, because you're just too fucking attractive, okay? You're too fucking attractive, and people feel like you are in a toxic relationship or something like that. Like, people feel like you're superficial and you just stick around for your partner's appearance or something as well, I'm getting, because they're kind of like, oh, they probably have, a nice partner, like a very attractive partner, they're attractive, and, it's something about that, okay? Like you look like you're either taken or like you're just committed to yourself. Those two energies I'm getting. Some of you guys actually could be in a relationship, maybe not the best relationship is what I'm getting, because maybe it's a little toxic, and I'm just saying what I'm getting, the energy, okay? 5 of Swords, 6 of Cups, 7 of Wands, King of Wheels, 8 of Cups. Yeah, like some people think you got mommy or daddy issues or just abandonment issues. Yeah. What's also funny is, although you come off very, like, I don't know, not standoffish, that's not the correct word. I don't know what word to put, but like you come off very alert, or like you're ready to protect yourself, defensive, right? You come off very defensive or protective of yourself, and then there's just also like a soft nature to you, where you're kind of like, oh my god, I don't want to be walking alone late at night. People like who have seen you in your workplace or something and have seen you worried about certain things, they're kind of like, that's the last person I thought would worry about something like that. Like they look like, they're very secure in who they are, but then they look at you and they're kind of like, wait a minute, why am I like, I don't know, almost not making them I'm not letting them be a human. Like, everyone can have, you know, fears about this or that, and, you know, these are just my assumptions of them, you know, at the end of the day. You know what I mean? And like, that's that's what people start thinking, like, oh, you know, I made certain assumptions about them, but this actually isn't true. So I feel like you get people who really analyze you, and they really like thinking about you, and they look at you and really try to understand you before they fully approach you. um so what I'm getting is people like to really get to know you without really getting to know you. Like, they realize the more assumptions they make, the more they're just filling themselves with fear, and they just have to approach you to know what you're gonna be like. And I feel like most of the times you have a very nice smile, or like you're friendly, or something about like your personality wasn't what they expected. And they're kind of like, damn, I misjudged them. So at the end of the day, you're just a very pretty vibe. Like, you're chill, you're relaxed, you're good to be around. Um, you're just someone everyone wants to be around, like personal friends, or I don't know. I feel like you're that friend that, like, you know, if you are out of a job or something, people will recommend you, and stuff like that, because they're kind of like that. That's the person who, you know, needs to have a job, or like, I'm gonna take care of them because, like, you know, they always had my back, or da, da, da. Like, people just look at you and they're kind of like, yeah, that person was always there for me. I can never forget that person, or that person, you know, is nice and down to earth. Um, so people who are close to you see that side, but most of the time, you know, strangers are not gonna see that, you know, personal, intimate stuff you be doing for certain people, right? So yeah, that was the assumption though people have of you, like when they first see you in public though, or like the thoughts they be having in public. It's just that you're straight up mean, but I don't think you are. I think you're a sweetheart based off of your energy, and you're very calm. Like, you just may, you know, have a resting bitch face, but in reality, as soon as someone approaches you, you're just kind of like, yay, like, nice to meet you. Like, there's just something about your energy that just, it's your energy, and like the way you look is, it's opposite. Like, you could have a certain aesthetic, a certain way of dressing, and then your personality is very bubbly or something like that as well. Like, just very drastic is what I'm getting. So yeah, but that's what people think about you in public when they stare at you. I mean, that's what people be thinking about you in public when they stare at you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, comment, or subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And I hope you have a lovely day, night, or afternoon. Bye bye, love. Hello, Pile 4. Welcome to your reading, love. It's nice to have you here. Let's get quickly started. Alright, so what do people think about Pile 4 when they stare at them in public? I heard like dramatic, like you're dramatic. People think you're dramatic. I don't know. You look like a chismoso or chismosa. I don't know. You look like someone who, like, people just want to naturally hate for no reason. You may not even be a chismosa, but then it could just be your appearance. You look very mischievous or something, and then people just translate it to, oh, this is a chismosa or chismoso. In English, that would be like a gossipy kind of person. So yeah, you look like that. Someone who's just like talking about everybody's business. Nine of Wands, Eight of Cups, Eight of Wands, the Empress. Okay, so yeah, I'm getting like people want to make you out to be someone you're not. Okay, like, you have this very mischievous, innocent looking vibe, and it's almost like your innocence really irks people, for the fact that, like, how do I put this? You could just be standing by, you know, someone, and people are talking shit, and then because you look so innocent, they think that you're gonna go and tell. So they rather paint you as someone, you know, terrible, just so that they could feel better about themselves. Because, you know, they could be talking shit about another coworker, and you're definitely gonna, you know, stand up for another coworker and tell them, like, hey, I heard so and so talking shit about you. You know, you probably shouldn't be eating lunch with them anymore, or like, you know, they're just not good energy to be around. Like, I'm just giving you a heads up. You may say certain things like that. You don't like causing drama. You're calm, I'm getting. And people take it up the ass, and they really want to paint you as something you're not. Okay? That's just what I'm getting. There's just something about you that's very angelic and sweet. You know how to handle certain situations, and people could see that, and they're just not having it. They're kind of like, no, this person is too perfect. They're too angelic. They're too sweet. This must be a facade that they're having, or like they're two-faced. They'd rather talk shit about you and have bad assumptions just because, you know, you're actually a good person. I don't know. It's just giving like they're probably everything. I don't know, you just give off a vibe of like you have everything they want, okay? Like whether it's the personality, the body, or something, like you just have everything they want, okay? Like maybe you get lots of praise from people and people get jealous, or people compliment you a lot. Maybe you have lots of people who like you or who flirt with you in public, and I'm just getting like you have jealous coworkers, jealous people, jealous family members. It could be even siblings that are very close to you who are jealous of you. People in general who just get jealous and they're just like, I'm gonna have nasty thoughts about them, or I'm gonna, you know, paint them as like the villain in my story. Whenever someone asks me about them, I'm gonna, you know, just say this or that about them just because I want to feel better, or because I want to put them down. Like you attract, well, you don't attract, but like, people will be looking from the sidelines thinking they be doing shit, and they don't amount to anything. The things they be doing is just not it, okay? Six of Wheels. I'm also getting a sense, like, I don't know if you've experienced people who have done brujeria on you. This is only gonna be for a very minority of you, or maybe it is a majority of you. People have done brujeria on you just because they didn't like you or something. Maybe you had to do lots of cleansings and, you know, lots of things because of nasty ass people in the past. You're good at reading people, and you're good at, you know, you're tactful, calculative, and you know how to move. Like I said earlier, you may be that type of person who doesn't like drama. So if you hear cheating about someone, you're kind of like, oh, so-and-so's talking about you. You may talk to them alone, you know? Like, you do certain things that are just very classy, and people cannot amount to that. Like, there's people who will just be like, oh, so-and-so's talking about you. And they'll say it very loud around the person who's talking shit about someone, right? Like, just to start a fight, to see two people fighting, right? And I feel like you're not that kind of person. You're kind of like, oh, I wouldn't want to put someone on the spot like that or make them feel bad. Or what if they don't even believe me? Like, it's up to them whether they want to believe me, but I'm just going to let them know. Like, there's just something about you that is very peaceful, calm, and angelic, and people are just kind of annoyed at the authoritative energy. Like, you influence the energy in the room, and they can't handle that. So the assumptions they want to have about you and they try to force because they want to hate you is just very nasty thoughts, very hateful energy towards you, okay? That's what I'm getting. Look, don't let pride get in your way, see? You are good enough. And this prideful thing is them, like, not realizing that there's someone really good in their life, and if they were to have them, you know, if they were to have you in their life, it would be like a blessing, and they're seeing you as a curse or something because they're in like a victim lack mentality of like, oh, I don't have this, or life is so easy for them, or da da da. They probably don't know all the hard work you've done. Those people who like stay stuck in a very victim mentality, those are the people who look at you a lot in public. They're really like over analyzing you and just kind of, I don't know, kind of just wanting to see you in a bad light because of how you shine. A lot of other people appreciate it, but if you know, if you're too much in the dark, obviously you're going to be irked by it, right? These people are definitely not high vibes. They're constantly in the dark. Your light is too bright. And it's just kind of like they're not doing you well, they're kind of doing you a favor. Sorry, I'm sick. But they're kind of doing you a favor because, like, you know, light needs darkness to shine, and it's just kind of like, yeah, go ahead and be that, you know, nasty energy, because I'm not gonna pay attention to you. Like, I feel like you don't pay attention to others. Oh my god, I still have a cough that wants to come out of my throat. Sorry about that. I literally took medicine before this so I wouldn't have any problems, but I'm struggling. Anyways, like I'm saying, you have this energy to you that just irks people, and you're like a star in the, you know, the dark sky. And you know, the sky will be dark, but then when a star is out, people will look at it more, right? And they'll be like, oh my god, a star is out, and they'll look at it, right? It's very shiny, very beautiful. Not many people appreciate the dark sky. So these people who, you know, feel unappreciated or yada yada, they'll blame you just because of your shine, because of what you carry naturally. And it's just like, how can you do that when it's like not their fault? Like, it's not your fault whatsoever, right? And yeah, it's just like, yeah, it's just very nasty energy. Okay, that's the best way I'm gonna put it. People have nasty energy towards you. I feel like there's good energy as well. People who acknowledge the good energy, you know, you have, but those people are quick to make you someone in their life. Like, they're quick to be like, oh my god, this is a very good person. I've been wanting them for, you know, like, to come in my life for the longest time. I feel like you answer people's prayers. You answer people's prayers. You are a blessing that walks in. Like, there's just something about your energy that's very angelic, okay? And people look at you like, oh my god, I've always wanted a friend like this, or I've always wanted to do this or that, and that person came into my life and gave me that experience, or they helped me out, they did this or that, or they taught me this or that, and now all my problems are solved. You bring serenity, calm, love, and light into people's lives. And people who cannot see that you're willing to share your light are those who are, you know, are probably always just gonna be stuck in the back, or just gonna, you know, get jealous that people are staring at the stars and not focusing on them, you know? And there's people who see them, but they don't acknowledge it. Like, people know that there must be dark in order for something to shine, right? Well, the stars. And basically, they wouldn't be so shiny without the darkness, right? And it's just like their flaws are beautiful, and that's how they are seen, you know, in the world. And I feel like you just mind your business, and these people are just like, oh, my flaws are my flaws, and I'm not going to be seen because of this person because they're too shiny. And it's just like, no, you're going to be seen because of your flaws, because you're different. You know what I mean? And people just can't grasp that concept, so they tend to like to paint you as someone evil. um so yeah, I'm just getting like, people want to make you the chismosa or the chismoso, because you are quick to put people in their place. You're quick to stand up if you have to use your voice and be really loud or do certain things like that. You like calm, so I feel like you like to tell people on the sidelines, like, hey, so and so did this, or da da da, or da da da. You heads up for this, right? But sometimes when you need to speak up, you're quick to speak up on injustice, like things are not okay. And I am feeling like people do notice that. Certain people get to see that side of you, and they're kind of like, oh, they're definitely an angel. So I know what, you know, all the bad chisme, like the bad gossip on this person is not true. Like, the rumors and all that are not true. It's definitely not true, because they're too good. Like, they don't crack. There's no, like, you know how people say, like, if you tell a lie and you keep telling lies and lies to cover up something, people will see your cracks, right? You're authentic, and you're a very good person. You shine. And there's no cracks. Like, people can't see any cracks, any like lies or anything. So they're kind of like, nah, this other person who, you know, is spreading the rumors, or who told me to watch out for so and so, is actually the one lying, because I'm seeing nothing but the truth right in front of me. And yeah, I just feel like you got enemies who, even still, although people trust you, they'll still try to, you know, lie to people and be like, oh, but you're just seeing them like this because, you know, obviously they wouldn't show you this or that, or because they're in public, they can't do this or that. I feel like people even still try to like grasp onto the fact that they want to make you an evil person, or paint you differently for others, and for others to take their side instead of yours. Like, there's people who are so small minded, I'm getting, that people just love messing with you because they think you're not gonna do anything. But you are peace, okay? Like, you are peace. You bring peace everywhere, so you are not gonna mind them. And if you need to speak up, you're gonna end that war that they're having, and you're just gonna be like, okay, you wanted war, well, now, you know, deal with it. Like, I'm gonna be your worst enemy. Like, there's something about that, okay? Like, you're peaceful, But when you gotta stand up for yourself, you're kind of like, okay, you're messing with the wrong person here. Like, I don't do that shit. I don't do that shit. You're not gonna disrupt my peace. So yeah, like, people have those assumptions about you in public where they know that you are down to earth, but at the same time, you have this, you're not a pushover, basically. Okay, you're not a pushover, and people can sense that. So when other people are like, oh, but so you know, you saw them react like that, like, remember I told you they were totally bad, and now you believe me, right? Like, no, like, now you believe me, like, I told you they were gonna be like this with me. And they're kind of like, no, they're reacting like that because you're being a fucking ass to them. People take your side because of the fact that they can see it, like, they can see you're not lying. So yeah, nothing anybody does influences people's opinions about you, is what I'm getting. And also, you influence the energy in the room, is what I'm getting. You are the dominant energy, the dominant beautiful energy. So that's what people be thinking about you. Nasty energy, good energy is up in there as well. But yeah, that was it. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, comment, or subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And I hope you have a lovely day, night, or afternoon. Bye bye, love.